Thanks for the ride.
You're late for the briefing.
Keep your shirt on, I'm coming. Sorry.
I heard about explosives training.
Yeah, the whole group spent the night trapped in a restroom.
Poor babies.
This occurred 40 minutes ago.
Wait a minute. I've seen this building somewhere before.
Hey, ain't that the Megatech Body Corporation?
Yes, 18 people were severely injured when 50 grams of C6 were detonated. Some group calling itself the Human Liberation Front claims responsibility.
So they want to liberate us, huh?
Real terrorists.
This was not an amateur stunt. Their communique was released directly onto an encrypted security net. These are pros with hacking skills.
Were they traced?
The transmission originated from multiple locations in the Bay Area. That's where we're headed right now. The equipment is A4. We expect an ambush, so memorize the layout. It's a big mission.
I'm sure it's a trap. I've just got a feeling.
I'll bet you check under the bed at night before you go to sleep.
Bateau, look, see what I have.
Huh?
The new rookies gave me all these funny little stickers.
Ah, take them off, you moron.
Fuchikoma, just do your job and help the rookie.
Control to Kusanagi.
Kusanagi here.
The terrorists are definitely in the Bay proximity. They're tracking us.
Any fix on their command center yet?
We can't get a visual by satellite, but it's set up in a warehouse. You'll have to get in and shut them down.
Roger.
The warehouse doors are secured and the building's made out of reinforced steel. The Fuchikomas won't be able to break through it.
You're kidding. How do we get in then? Ring the doorbell?
There are 4 key codes needed to enter the building. Take out the targets positioned along the outer perimeter in order to obtain the codes.
Roger and out.
I'm picking up a lot of dispersed light dead ahead, and judging by the heat emissions, it's a combat signature.
All units, prepare to engage. Someone from the enemy command's escaping. Check the marker.
Roger. Whoa, you're kidding. An underground sewage tunnel?
This is gonna be a problem. It's like a maze in there.
All units, I'm sending data on the sewer system. You'll have to split up and conduct a thorough search.
Roger. Bateau and I'll search the main tunnel. Togasa and the rookie can check out the tributaries.
Got it. I'll go in first, Major.
Don't worry, we'll flush them out. Ha!
Control room to Kusanagi. Explosives are concealed in the industrial complex. Locate and disarm them.
A booby trap?
They're time bombs. If you don't defuse them soon, they'll detonate and set off a string of explosions. The whole place will go up.
Man, those are bad odds. Let's forget it and bail out of here, Major.
Too late. The explosions will destroy everything within a 10-kilometer radius. No time for evacuation. Clear out the bombs or die.
Roger. All units, move out and find those things now.
Yes, ma'am.
Be careful defusing them. Don't mess up, rookie.
We've identified the new enemy leader. A military arms depot was raided 2 days ago and the thief was caught on camera, codenamed Zebra 27. The stolen goods and the weapons were the same.
Hey, I know him. He's a mercenary who made an illegal fortune in Burundi. But I thought he changed his identity.
These are files from Section 6.
Our support chopper's on the way?
P-203 is due in 4 minutes.
I've got something here, Chief. This is real weird.
It seems the Energy Ministry's interested in Zebra 27's files.
Well, stay on that and see what else you can find out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the mercenary caused a big shakeup over in South Africa.
I'm getting the picture now.
Break time's over. Let's go get him. Okay, Rookie, don't fall behind. Kusanagi to control. We've ID'd the target and we're in pursuit.
We're monitoring by satellite. Enemy speed is 40 knots.
Chief, can we get Sea Police backup?
They're not in the area. We'll have the Rookie drop down from the helicopter instead.
Huh? You serious, Chief? He's pretty green. I don't think he can handle it.
All he has to do is delay the enemy while you narrow the distance between yourselves and the target.
Roger.
All units, provide cover for the Rookie coming out of the chopper. Chopper pilot, let us know when you drop him.
Roger. Stand by for drop. 5 seconds to target point. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop.
All units, the infiltration point is the old city.
I've heard about that sector. Didn't it become a ghost town from all the industrial pollution?
Togasa, don't take your eyes off that tracking monitor. I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
I've got a bad feeling if we have to rely on your instincts.
Shut up.
Hey, what's that?
Thermoptic camouflage. I told you something was fishy. It looks like...
There's dispersed light everywhere. It's an ambush.
All units, the target's in motion, proceeding at high speed. Intercept him before he reaches the city.
Roger. What's the target's velocity and distance?
Distance 500, speed 208 kilometers.
Chief, can we do something about the display in miles? I want it changed to kilometers.
Live with it. Just get the target.
You heard the man.
All units engage. Rookie, you lead the offense. Togasa and Bateau back him up.
Why does the new kid get to steal the show?
Time to put his training to the test. Okay, Rookie, we're counting on you. Status report, everyone. Quickly capture the pseudo-body.
Kusanagi. New information. The enemy base has been identified. Turn command over to Bateau and return to base with Togasa at once.
Roger. Bateau, Togasa, did you hear that?
Leave it to me.
Keep your wits about you.
It's their secret base. We discovered it by following their supply line.
Aeropolis II. That was the project abandoned during construction.
It was delayed.
Anyway, that was the tower in the west sector, right?
Chief, shouldn't all of us in Section 9 concentrate on capturing Zebra?
Take a look at this.
Huh? A nuclear reactor? I don't believe it.
We don't know if this is what they're after, but the sector shows energy consumption has jumped to twice its normal level, and there's every reason to believe that that's what they came for.
Excuse me, sir, but the AI unit reported that a tank broke down and it'll take 4 hours to repair.
Why didn't you say so earlier? Kusanagi, rendezvous with Bateau and the others and prepare for infiltration. Togasa, widen the seal-off zone and check all major installations within a 5-kilometer radius. On the double!
Saito's company standing by on the south side. Do you see anything?
Nothing of any interest.
You gotta look through the other end to fit in the whole field of vision. Man, what a stupid structure to put up here.
Chief, Ishikawa's reporting in.
Patch him through.
Your hunch was right, Chief. An official at the Energy Ministry named Sawamura has been in contact with Zebra. Information on that army depot was leaked from him.
And the proof?
Rock solid. And another thing.
Sawamura is involved with Megatech Body Corporation's development section.
Good. I'll arrange to have a warrant issued while you're investigating Megatech. Kozanagi, are you ready?
Aren't I always?
All teams move in. Control to all units. Abort operation.
Huh?
Terrorist activity is reported throughout Newport City. Take out the target and secure every block. Then we'll infiltrate.
That's crazy. Why don't we let City Special Forces take care of that?
The terrorism is obviously a diversion, but nothing less than a Fuchikoma class can handle it. I repeat, your instructions are to destroy the target and secure each block.
Roger. Bateau can take the west block, Togasa the east, and the Rookie the central block. Over and out.
We've got a new plan for infiltrating Aeropolis II.
It's an underground city, right? Togasa, give us the lowdown.
A regular funhouse maze. Nothing but forks and turns everywhere.
What about enemy strength?
Unclear, but it's a sure bet there's an ambush waiting for you.
Sounds like a suicide mission to me. You'll pay for our funerals, won't you, Chief?
It's the least I can do. Be careful.
Roger. We're going into communications blackout now. Over and out. Control, advise on target position.
All units, the target location is Geofront.
Geofront? You mean we're going for the reactor?
Correct. Analysis indicates that it's the primary energy source for the entire tower.
Yeah, but if the Fuchikomas attack, won't that thing blow?
Don't worry. There's an emergency fail-safe mechanism. An attack will trigger the control rods and the reactor will shut down. According to the experts, that's the only way to kill the guard system. Let's hope they're right.
This is completely nuts.
All units proceed.
Are you all right?
Impressive, rookie. The new guy's doing just fine. Huh?
Huh?
The reactor's going berserk.
What?
Somebody's controlling it from above. We can't stop them from here.
What's going on?
I don't know, I swear.
This'll make Chernobyl look like a picnic if that core melts down.
If you're not shielded, stay in your Fuchikoma. Everyone up top. We're gonna cut off Zebra's command.
Wait a minute.
I'll take out the protective barrier. Go on.
There's no time to do that by yourself. I'll help.
No, you've got to back up the rookie. You heard me. I said get going.
Why argue? See you later?
You don't think I'll be there? Get going now.
Hey, 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 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 seconds. 2 secon Chief, the Major was crazy enough to go inside the reactor. Is there any other way to shut it down?
If you can commandeer the building's control room, that would be the surest way, if there's time.
Where is it?
It's the entire 97th floor. I'm relaying the data and layout to you now.
Hey, Bateau. Why don't I look for the sub-control? There's gotta be one. If we could stop it from there...
Genius! Did that come from you? Go for it. Me and the rookie are heading for the control room.
Hurry! You're only minutes away from critical mass.
Roger.
Bateau, be careful.
Yeah, you too. Let's go, kid.
Target is on the top floor. Go get him, guys.
There it is. Target acquired.
Bateau, what's wrong?
Dang it, it's a trap. All units, target is inaccessible by stairs.
Roger. All units reroute attack to the slope. Togasa!
Major, I've been hit too. It's impossible to move forward.
Rookie, try to reach the top floor through the air duct. I'm gonna see if I can get up the elevator shaft. You copy that? that wall and the clock's ticking. Bateau, Togasa, are you guys able to get the job done?
Sorry, Major. I can't do much from here while the enemy's on the top floor.
Same here. If we only had 5 more minutes.
Well, Rookie, you're all we have left. Make your way out of the construction site, get up to the top floor, and stop the target. Don't blow it.
Good luck, kid. Shoot a few rounds for me, okay?
Watch your back, and don't let your guard down for an instant. Take care of business and make it personal. Go!
You mean to say that this whole thing was because of a defect in Megatech's reactor?
You see, Sawamura planned to collect bribes from Megatech's development section in exchange for covering up the problem.
So that blast thing was supposed to look like terrorism.
Yeah, but then Zebra stepped into the picture. His scheme was to take over the reactor and extort money from Sawamura.
Everyone wants a piece. It's all greed.
He went too far when he notified Section 9 and claimed responsibility.
And ever since it all started, I've lost several nights of sleep.
I had no idea you were such a sensitive fella.
Well, at least it was a good training exercise for the rookie. You've got a good head on your shoulders, but you shouldn't rely so much on the Fuchikomas for protection. You'll catch on with practice.
She's strict.
She's sounding more like Chief Aramaki.
Achoo! Someone's talking about me.
Okay, let's begin drop training, shall we? training instructor was praising you. Keep up the good work for when it's the real thing.
Don't try to stop me. I'm doing this
Doctor,
operation.
you can't
Get
just
out of my
throw
way.
us aside.
Let go of me, I say, please.
Doctor! Doctor! Red alert! Red alert! Missiles approaching! Take evasive action! I said missiles approaching! Let's get out of here! They're coming right at us! Run! The missiles are... Ah! We did it! We did it! We're covered with injuries and racking up experience points! I am acquired!
You're the new guy that messed up the Fuchikomas. Job security's nice, but give me a break and be more careful next time.
You'll have to prove to us that you've got some guts.
We did it! We did it! We're covered with injuries and racking up experience! Promotion! Promotions! Promotions! Promotions!
Well, I suppose you're average. In a real combat situation, you'll have to put out extra.
Well, you made the grade. Congratulations.
No way. That greenhorn is gonna head straight back to basics.
He'll be fine. Let him do it. Cut the guy some slack.
You're in. Break a leg, kid.
I'm surprised someone can show an impressive fight even though he's been on the beat.
Well, excuse me for not being flashy.
Do it
Wow.
again, and this time do it
Already
right.
know this stuff? Huh? Well,